Hey guys, I just finished watching the finale of season 3 and that was crazy. Sorry, I was like laying down. We gotta talk. I can't even make it to my recording room, my studio, if you will. I couldn't even make it there because I had to talk about this. Now, I have such a soft spot in my heart for the neurodivergent. If what the hell his name is actually dead, that's the closest I've been to crying. That is literally the closest I've been to crying watching this whole series. Like, I feel choked up right now. Like, that was really rough. There's just something about the neurodivergent that just... And he, to me, Walt's new partner, he is very neurodivergent coded. He is written to kind of be neurodivergent. And it's like, this is a guy who means well, who probably hasn't done nothing to nobody, you know what I'm saying? And he really did not deserve to die, but like Walt said, if it came down to me and you, or him, he's gotta go. Like, we've seen time and time again when Walt jumps in to save Jesse's ass. We've seen that time after time, and this was the time for Jesse to pay that back. This was do or die. This was literally do or die. Now, you know, say whatever you want to say about Jesse. He's unreliable. He's a drug addict. He's this, he's that. You can say whatever you want to say about Jesse, but the fact remains that when you need him, he's there. When it comes down to do or die, he just proved he's there. Now, I already knew when Walt somehow convinced Gus, like, of option B, quote, I already knew that the partner he was going to choose was going to be him. I forgot his fucking name. I really did. I'm sorry. That's probably really annoying, but I forgot his name. I did. I already knew it was going to be him, which is so freaking hilarious. And I like how Walt kind of figured out, this is the end. They're surveilling me. They're watching my every move. They, you know, have this guy asking 1,000,005 questions. He's learning, and they're making me teach him how to make the product so they can get rid of me. So basically, Gus didn't choose option 1 or option A or option B. Gus made a third option. Is my camera like blurry? Gus created a third option. He was like, no, I'm not going to kill you right here. Because Walt knew that he was kind of valuable as a cook, as a chef or whatever. He's valuable. Jesse's very expendable. So Walt saved Jesse's life in killing those guys for Jesse. Because had that been Jesse who killed those guys, well, first of all, he wouldn't have been able to. He would have been shot dead by the guys, first and foremost. Let's say he somehow managed to kill them. Gus would have killed Jesse that night. Like, it would have been over and done with, open and shut for him. Now, let's talk about Saul. Saul is a ride or fucking die. Saul is a motherfucking ride or die. He did not give Jesse up against the scariest, probably the scariest character in the series. They give us they show us the little henchman guy, who I like very much as a character. I think he's a really good character. They show that he has a daughter and a wife, and then they show that, you know, he's really good at killing the fuck out of people. He like breaks into some place, kills about 4 people, shoots the Asian guy in the hand, takes the girl, Okay, whatever. But it showed that he's very proficient at what he does. Walt's like, you guys will never find Jesse. That guy's like, psh, bet. And he goes looking for him. So Saul's pretty smart because he already had an address written on a little notebook paper. I would have been suspicious of that, now that I think about it. I would have been pretty suspicious about that if I was the assassin type guy. But yeah, he's a really great character. I fucking love him. He's awesome. Other than that, Walt really, really is trying to hold on to his life. Like, watching him beg for his life, that was insane. And I like how they didn't just, you know, make a scene or whatever and just bust into his house and kill him or some shit like that. I like how they created a little story like, oh, there's something leaking in the basement where you cook. There's something leaking. Can you go clean it? Walt immediately knew that that story was bullshit. He was like, can I just follow you with my car? And they're like, no. Get into ours. He gets in the car. They try to send him in there first. They're like, after you? And Walt's like, please don't do this, don't do this. For a minute, I really did think Walt was gonna sell Jesse out. I'm not even kidding. For a minute, I thought he was gonna sell Jesse out, but I was like, well, that's stupid because then they're both just dead. And so I was like, well, he can't be that dumb to think just because he gave up Jesse that they wouldn't still kill him. I mean, come on, they killed a fucking kid. You know what I'm saying? And it's just interesting to see that, you know, the little rapport that Walt built with Gus is gone. He wants him dead. It's over. And so after killing the partner, who I hope they didn't kill. I hope Jesse did not kill him. I hope he just shot his hand or some shit, and maybe like the blood will help them think he's dead, and they captured him to be their partner or some shit. I don't know. Come on, man. I just hope he's not dead. Like, my soft spot for the neurodivergent. Like, ugh, my God. But, yeah. I cannot wait to see. Like, this show has the best season finales I've ever seen in my life. There is no way to stop watching. And so I cannot wait to see what happens in this next episode. Another thing is, no matter what Walt gets away with, he's the cook, but his family isn't safe. You know what I'm saying? Like, sure, okay, you killed the assistant guy, so we need you. But guess what? You fuck us over, we're gonna fuck you over. Skylar, dead. The baby, dead. Walter Jr., dead. Like, come on. Like, there is so much. Walt has so much to lose. Walt has so much to lose. So maybe he's gonna leverage, maybe he's gonna leverage the DEA, maybe Hank somehow. I don't know. Maybe he's gonna leverage his connects with the DEA. I don't know what he can do to get himself out of this. I really don't, but I'm so interested to find out. And another highlight, I just want to say another highlight is Jesse. He really came through for Walt. Even though he was scared, even though I guess he like doesn't kill the innocent or whatever, he came through for Walt. He was like, yeah, you know, you have fucking saved me umpteen times. That was fucking sad. I really hope they just shot his leg or some shit and kidnapped him. I really do hope that. That all being said, can't wait to start season 4 right now, actually. Oh, I forgot to mention the beginning of the episode was like a flashback of Skylar pregnant with Walter Jr. They're buying a house and Walt's like 3 rooms. What? No, we should shoot for the stars. And Skylar's like, what are you talking about? Like, we don't have money for that. And Walt's like, well, yeah, but like, once we get the money, we're just gonna have to upsize. Might as well get it now. And I feel like it's basically just showing that he's always been this like ambitious type. Like, nothing's ever enough for him. He's always gonna try and get the better thing. Which, gee golly, in this situation, it's really rough. I really am interested on how he's gonna get himself out of this one. I can't wait to see. And I'm also kind of sad that the little team is all broken up. You know? Because I liked the assassin guy. I liked him working with Walt. I liked them as a unit. Hold on. I think I forgot to talk about this last episode. The fucking prostitute. The prostitute is a fucking goat. She's a fucking ride or die. I forgot to mention her in the last review. Or was that this? No, that was the last episode. How did I fucking forget? I forgot to talk about the Jane flashback as well. Jane and Jesse going to see the Art Institute. That was real cute. I loved that for them. So cute. And yeah, Walt's ambition has always been there. The house, everything. And fucking the prostitute, I think her name is Wendy. She's a fucking goat, ride or die. Jesse's like, I can count on her for anything. Jesse's like, that junkie is the one who held her lips shut for 5 hours when your brother-in-law was grilling her. She's a fucking gas, underestimated ass character. And I loved the blowjob montage. I thought that was awesome. Like, you go, girl. But yeah, I couldn't forget to give Wendy her flowers. Wendy is a fucking goated character. Wendy's a goat. All the women in this series are like boss ass bitches. All the women. Boss ass, period. Even Marie. Marie got her husband out that hospital. Big purr. Anyways, on to the next season, on to the next episode.